everybody, and welcome to South Scrimshaw Part 1. This is a game that was recommended to me by Micah Plays. I checked it out on Steam, and it really caught my eye. It is about whales, and I do love the ocean, so I say let's play it. We're going to go through all of Part 1 today, so it might be kind of long. So get ready, grab a snack, and let's get started. South Scrimshaw is a linear read, but there are information tangents to explore. Text of different color can be clicked to learn more about a subject. Ooh! Ah! Got it. Rudolph Pindersnipe, Legal Counsel Snopalope. The Law, 3rd edition. This is a work of fiction. Oh, disclaimer. Always important. Oh! Corporation for Earth Media. Oh, I should turn that down.
The Corporation for Earth Media is proud to present this educational program.
Ooh!
Produced in conjunction with the frontier scientists, engineers, and artists of the Kronos 7 expedition.
Oh, there's an expedition. Viewers like
South
you.
Scrimshaw is made possible through the support of viewers like you.
Thanks, PBS.
Thank you.
Aw. Chapter 1. Birth.
Hot sunlight shines through the veined membrane of an aquatic egg.
An egg?
It was once carried in deeper, cooler waters of a more northern latitude. Now it bobs freely in a subtropical shallow.
Oh?
The consciousness dawning inside is prodded alert in discomfort.
Uh-oh.
It is a male whale calf, stirring with a newfound awareness of body.
A whale!
This pod has held him for 17 months, nurtured his development from a single fertilized cell. Now it can no longer support his life. The inflow of nutrients and oxygenated blood has ceased. A once comfortable cradle now pinches at his enlarged form.
It's not good in here anymore. We gotta get out.
Pushed onto his own faculty, a suffocating urge to thrash wells up inside him.
Ooh.
Yet he hesitates.
The outside world is scary. Oh my lord.
Song booms from the world outside. The powerful low frequency vibrates through his whole body.
Is that Mama Whale?
With the certainty of deep imprinting, the calf knows who is calling.
Mama!
It is his mother.
Yeah!
She is on the other side.
The other
He
side.
must join her.
Join Mama.
The shell containing him is now only a brittle husk, swollen with waste material and straining at the seams.
Gotta get out of here.
Clumsy first movements form the start of the calf's motor awareness. The egg is evolved to rupture open along a central seam. A few thin cartilage bands are all that retain him. One more forceful effort and he will escape.
Get out. Shika, shika, shika. Get out of the egg. Ooh. Studio Mongoose production. South Scrimshaw.
Technically speaking, the whale didn't hatch from an egg.
Oh?
Egg is something of a misnomer. While there are known egg-laying mammals, none of them are whales.
Egg-laying mammals.
There are 4 extant species of egg-laying mammal. They are
Platypus!
the platypus, the echidna, the snorb,
Snorb, I love that.
and the ribbon snore.
Ribbon snaw. None of them are whales.
This whale species has a placental connection to the mother while developing.
Oh.
Birthing shell is the term currently favoured in scientific journals when discussing this style of external womb.
Got it.
The outer cartilage folds backwards, shrinking the space inside and expelling the contents outwards, creating pressure against the inner membrane until it finally pops.
The whale emerges.
The calf spills out into the open ocean. The world is a rush of sensory stimulation. The newborn is momentarily stunned limp.
That would be a lot.
He comes to amid a dizzying flurry of life. Plants and protists tangle and snag his every movement.
It's very beautiful.
Small scavengers eagerly devour the cloud of waste. Plants unfurl and retract in almost animalistic locomotion. Foliage clings to the calf from above. He swims deeper to escape.
Wait, stay with Mama.
His mother's song reassures him once again, but she is still nowhere in sight.
Where's Mama?
Sponges, wharf biters, crustaceans and corals dangle from the plants like ornaments.
Plants. I'm gonna click on...
Plant is not a misnomer. These are true plants.
Ooh, I'm gonna click on all the white things I see.
As with so much else in biology, the origin of plants can be traced back to the water.
We do love our water.
Albeit those early ancestors were far less complex than what we see today. As will be explained later, marine environments impose steep challenges on plants.
Ah.
It was once upon land freed from the burdens of an aquatic life that plants could more readily diversify and form.
Oh.
And it was also after that great proliferation of flowering species that some plants found it more favourable by the water and eventually returned to the seas.
It's like moving back to your hometown.
They are, in that sense, like whales.
Beautiful whales with their horizontal tails.
Something solid grabs from below. His descent is halted.
Uh-oh. What is it?
He's being lifted back towards the surface.
Huh?
The calf breaches, filling his lungs with their first breath of air.
Dang.
This is the breeding ground of his species. At the year's peak, this wide expanse fills with whales. But today our calf finds the surface empty.
Except for that. What is that?
Except for a very odd clump of plants.
That is a lot of plants. Reminds me of the turnip guy in Spiritfarer. Ooh.
The calf does not know what to make of it.
It is very confusing.
Equally disturbed and compelled, he stares transfixed.
Ooh. In case you couldn't tell by now, this is a calf on an alien planet.
Plants continue to tickle his body just below the water.
Leave me alone, I'm staring.
A resident water bug examines him with equal skepticism.
They're both looking at each other like, what the hell?
Sudden movement atop the leafy mass catches his eye.
Who's there? Oh. It's a bird!
It's all too frightening for the little one.
Oh.
He retreats back under the surface.
Go back to the water.
His overpowering instinct is to nurse, but he cannot.
Oh, baby.
His exhaustion mounts and fear seizes him.
Where's our mom?
He is lost.
Oh no.
And as if sensing his weakness, tendrils begin to grasp at him.
Let the baby go.
A vine lassos his fluke. There is no escape.
No! I just met you!
In a final burst of strength, the calf fights, thrashing, tearing and uprooting his attackers. A scent of blood enters the water. His mother cries a pained song to soothe him.
Where is she?
The calf is hit with the sudden realization.
Oh? Do we know where Mama is?
Strange plants are not taking him away from his mother.
Oh? They're taking us to Mama. Wait, is that Mama?
The strange plant clod is his mother.
Oh! The Brillo whale. Dang. Oh, I can see the eye now. Right there. Chapter 2. Anatomy.
What evidence remained of this year's Brillo breeding season has long since been swept away. This sandbar has returned to its normal, pristine state. Save for one unusual pile of rocks.
Those are my rock pile. Don't touch it. Oh, whoa! Coil charged. Coil 2 charging. Standby ready? What's going on? Oh!
This is a stone dog.
Oh, I thought it was an eel. I love eels.
Somewhat like a hermit crab, this animal lives in a portable shelter of foreign material.
That's really cool. And it looks like an eel, which gives it 10 more cool points.
It grasps together a shell of scavenged of debris with its long limbs, and secretes an adhesive mucus to hold it fast.
Ooh.
Stone dogs mostly rely on ambushing prey from a camouflaged position. Right now, this stone dog here is not the hunter, but the hunted.
Uh-oh.
It is a woefully obvious attempt to hide.
Yeah, there's
As
not...
the predator stalking it possesses one of the sharpest minds in the ocean.
Oh no. Maybe you should have... I know you didn't have many options, but hiding in a place where there's not a lot of other rocks is not a good idea, stone dog. Oh! Peekaboo!
A quick check if the coast is clear.
Oh! It is the whale! Hide.
Our whale calf wants to play, not eat.
Oh, we need friends. Oh!
But from the stone dog's perspective, there's little difference.
No, but whale, be careful. Careful, whale. Oh, he's screaming! Ah! Oh, no!
Since hatching, our calf has been a healthy and energetic specimen.
Aww.
Despite his late birth, no complications are detectable. If anything, his cognitive ability is showing swift advancement.
He's a smart boy.
He is very fond of holding his fluke above the water surface.
Aw.
Scattered showers are currently moving through the area. The calf has been emerging frequently for visual inspection since the rain began.
He's a curious boy.
He seems very interested in the weather above.
A whale with wings, you
A
must
long
be.
call reminds him not to stray too far.
Mama's like, where you going? Stay in the lights of the street.
Brillos have surprisingly keen vision above the water. The calf is quickly able to spot his mother. This is the farthest distance he has travelled from her. It is more than twice that of yesterday.
Oh, he's getting adventurous.
Today was quite an adventure.
Aw. He's having a good time.
Now, reminded of his mother, all this bravery seems to evaporate. He is suddenly anxious to be at her side. He will bring her any interesting objects discovered while exploring.
The stone dog. Yeah. Oh, that poor thing. Oh. I mean, I guess it's safer right there.
Boot it at her face.
Oh no. Poor Mama. She's gotta be so patient
His
with
mother
us.
is trying to rest off another bout of nausea. This play is a bit much.
She's a little tired of us. Oh.
But these discomforts are trivial to the bond between mother and child. Our neural interface even shows a measurable relief in her symptoms during these interactions.
Aw.
The calf's carefree play is training for future hunts and the essential skills of survival. But it will be some time before he has to worry about earning meals on his own.
I hope so. Aw.
His mother's long, prehensile udders reach him through the thorny bramble. The milk he nurses on is thick as yogurt. Calves subsist on this fat-rich diet for 2 years, building up an insulating layer of blubber. And the bands of spongy tissue for other organisms to burrow into.
Ooh, like how she's covered in plants?
Here we arrive at what truly makes a Brillo whale such a remarkable specimen for study.
All the plants. And animals.
Symbiosis of unrivaled complexity and variety. This female was initially selected for study due to her exquisitely beautiful exterior. The mammal is almost totally concealed within the undulating botanical mass. In cross-section, the distinction between whale and passenger is more visible.
Oh, we're scanning. Oh, that's a lot.
Unlike the stone dog shown earlier, this is not simply an external attachment of foreign material.
Oh, they're burrowing in.
The Brillo whale has an intimate connection to thousands of other living creatures. The whale chooses from among a variety of partner species
Hermes habitat.
and offers real estate within designated regions of its body.
It's free real estate. Protective cuticle barrier.
The membrane draws the line between the welcome cohabitation space and the whale's vitals.
That's good.
This unusual arrangement raises several questions, the first of which we will address.
Yes, please.
What is the benefit of living on a whale?
It's a good question.
To help us illustrate the principle, we will be assisted by a sea bunny, or sea bun, to use its more common nickname.
A nudibranch?
The South Scrimshaw team has received very explicit direction from our producers, and we are to unequivocally clarify to viewers that the sea bun is not a real animal.
What?
The sea bun owes its creation to the original landing party of Kronos 5.
Oh?
Though the specifics are lost, the most convincing story is that it was something misheard over a shoddy radio connection. As those early years recede into contemporary legend, it is important to remember that the tales of hardship told by the first landing party are not exaggerated.
We're getting some lore.
The pioneers were indeed isolated for 11 solar cycles, and it was not until the conclusion of the hostilities on Earth that the current biannual delivery schedule could be planned.
Oh dang, so they were stuck for a while.
The uncharted planet was a land of mysterious fauna and unknown environmental hazards.
Various examples. Oh!
It was a time where technology seemed to suffer inexplicable malfunctions, while repair efforts were always undermined by a constant lack of materials, tools, and manpower. The myth of the sea bun serves as caricature for the force of chaos, always at work when one's back is turned.
Dun dun dun! Aww!
Sea bunnies was a sort of shorthand for, I don't know what's wrong, it could be anything, including a cryptid.
Especially a cryptid.
Among our seniors who were present at the time, one likened the expression to "here be dragons" on medieval maps. Another drew a parallel with Murphy's Law.
Weird Al would be appreciative, I assume.
Somewhere along the line, either as intentional jokes or honest misunderstanding of colourful communiques, word of sea bunnies repeatedly escaped the planet in a way interpreted as fact by those off-world. Compounding this misinformation was a popular hazing ritual where new arrivals were assigned to catch a sea bun for research, usually being given a butterfly net and sent somewhere isolated and moderately dangerous.
Oh no!
A unique culture planetside encouraged the escalation of this practice, until a few near disasters brought a legislated end to the budding tradition.
I know you guys already understand the gravity of the situation, and I know there isn't malice behind these sort of pranks, so we will skip the part where I scold you like children, but understand that I'm mostly planet-side. The brass isn't. They aren't in a position to understand how some FNG got sent on a literal wild goose chase and swept away by the tide. We're all so lucky that fishing boat was there to pick him out of the drink. This case is getting closed without any disciplinary sanctions. It helps that the kid is being a sport about it. Regardless, I need everyone at your outpost to consider themselves on probation. I gave some personal assurances to secure this outcome, so my neck is on the line too. Send my regards to Blank. Blank was saying the other day how we haven't seen you two for a while. Let's get some horseshoes in before the weather cools. Regards. They're like, stop it. Stop it!
Regular infrastructure improvements have also blunted the disgruntled sarcasm towards occasional hardship. In recent years, the sea bunny is most defined by Will Voynich's cartoons.
Ooh, a fun fact inside a fun fact. Kids Wilderness.
Kids Wilderness is a monthly publication created and edited by Will Voynich, written and illustrated by Voynich and various contributors.
Ooh.
Using friendly illustrations, it focuses on natural science, camping, and health and wellness. It joins the official Sunday newspaper as one of the planet's only 2 print publications. Voynich was originally a cartographer and among those first to land with Kronos 5.
It's good to know he made it.
Children's literature only became a guiding passion after he discovered himself a soon-to-be father.
Oh, congrats!
And realised how very little would be available for the new generation by way of age-appropriate entertainment and education.
Oh, that's true. He's like, I'll do it myself.
At the Cartographic Survey Computer Lab, using optical scanners and image editing software designed for map making, Voynich painstakingly constructed his first works. 5 volumes containing every fable he could remember from his own childhood.
Aww.
While he faithfully retells many of these timeless classics, Voynich's recall is often hazy.
The Fox and the Grapes.
Several of the stories are so misremembered, they are more original work than adaptations. For example,
The Elephant and the Mouse!
Elephant and the Mouse retains nothing from the Aesop tale besides the titular animals. Voynich's version has the two discussing the different sorts of dreams they have while sleeping.
I like that too.
Voynich's first intentional works of fiction would be penned for Kids Wilderness. The Adventures of Seabun in Monaco.
Aww. Seabun eats the telecommunication network. Number 4.
The accessible charm of Seabun and Monaco found an immediate and enthusiastic audience. Currently playing are musical arrangements from the puppet show adaptation, which has been touring schoolhouses.
Aww.
The songs were composed and performed by Nico Kuprin. The formula of each adventure largely follows the same beats. Seabun, an ocean sprite with impish curiosity and an endless appetite for inedible material, happens upon some unknown piece of infrastructure.
Oh no, Seabun, don't do it.
Decides to devour it.
No!
Meanwhile, Monaco, a nervous eel sidekick who always follows Seabun, watches on in comically exaggerated terror while imagining the most nightmarish possible outcomes.
I love eels,
These predictions of doom never come to pass.
but I still love eels.
But Seabun's actions do cause significant damage, forcing construction crews to deploy for repairs. Seabun, now realising his error, uses his supernatural strength to help workers in various ways, and atones for his destructive acts. Everything is then rebuilt stronger than before.
Huzzah!
The story formula seeks to inform young readers about vital infrastructure, where it is found, what happens if it breaks, and the sort of specialised work that maintenance requires.
That's good, infrastructure isn't talked about enough.
It also seeks to make the harsh edges of a frontier life less frightening and unknown to young readers.
That's important too.
Each story ends with the sleepy Seabun returning to his burrow with a souvenir, where he slumbers peacefully.
Aw, what about Monaco?
That
Where's
is,
my eel?
until he gets hungry again.
Where is the eel? Ooh, I got a lore. Research the sea bunny.
Given how entrenched the character has become in the popular consciousness here, we feel it appropriate that the Seabun help guide our exploration of these oceans.
I won't complain, although I would like an eel too. There we go, we're back to this. We went on a long tangent, didn't we?
While each species has its own unique adaptation to this niche lifestyle, we can create several broad categories of benefits such evolution aims to harness. Moving through water takes energy. It is far easier to travel great distance when someone else is doing the swimming.
Very true. It's like going on a boat.
Simply hitching a ride can be greatly beneficial. For example, one species of crab only lives on Brillo whales every other generation and uses whale transportation to greatly expand its range.
Colonization of crabs.
Unless one is the apex predator, the threat of being eaten is an ever-present reality. If one lives as a potential meal, it is is very important to be the least desirable, most difficult of meals.
Helps when you're on a whale.
Finding alliance with a giant beast and living under its protection creates a very effective deterrence.
Oh yeah.
It's always still possible to be eaten, but hunters now risk facing off with a leviathan.
Oh god, not those. I'm getting Subnautica flashbacks.
Some partnerships are more proactive. Certain shark, skates, rays and scarps have formed hunting partnership with the brillows.
Ooh, sharing food.
They help find and catch quarry, then share in the feast. Pack hunting allows the brillo to take down larger and different sorts of prey.
Gives us more food.
The blood or waste of brillo whales can also provide a source of nourishment. This not offered freely. Obviously, a brillo whale cannot stand to be eaten alive.
True, very true.
An Earth parallel is an oxpecker bird on a rhinoceros. The bird may drink a marginal amount of blood while it cleans off ticks. It's a fair trade for the rhinoceros, as the tick is the far greater threat.
Ticks are evil.
So too, will a brillo whale expend blood in a beneficial relationship. In several instances, living on a brillo has evolved into part of an organism's life cycle, and the specific conditions regulated in a brillo's body are required for a new generation.
Dang, they're like connected.
In some cases, this goes even further.
Oh my god!
With the biology of the two species becoming so enmeshed, it is unclear where one ends and the other begins.
Spooked ya.
But these instances are rare.
That's good.
Our research team is very interested if these extreme cases represent a functioning system, or the pathological eventuality to such complicated arrangements.
It's a good question.
All of these riders taking in small amounts adds up to a great expense for the host. This prompts the obvious next question.
Give it to me.
What does the whale stand to benefit from this arrangement? This is more complicated to respond to. There seems to be as many answers as there are brillo whales, as there is spectacular variety among brillos. For now, let us approach the answer with specific examples from this mother.
Yes, go back to Mama.
The most prominent feature along her body is the wide variety of photosynthesizing organisms. The whale is, of course, not an autotroph producing her own energy from sunlight, but the specialized seaflora pays rent by sharing some of their sugars into her blood. When light is low, roots ferment, and alcohol is also created as a byproduct.
Brillo beer.
Certain plants near her head also act as fishing lures, drawing food to her maw.
Oh, delicious. Beer and fish.
While she may occasionally swim deeper, a partially plant-subsidized life has locked her within the photic zone, the upper aquatic layer where enough sunlight can sustain the leaves. Adult brillo behavior and biology is often dramatically influenced by their symbiotic arrangement.
So it could be different for every Brillo. Oh, hello.
Here we see a blood trilobite. This is not an invited guest.
Get out of here.
A long needle-like proboscis pushes down and taps a vein.
Ugh.
Drinking in great volume and offering nothing in return, it is a true parasite.
What a jerk.
This is a job for the vellum worm.
Get him. Kick him out. It's the bouncer.
Vellum worms fill their stomachs by grooming brillos of unwanted visitors.
Aw, yeah, they get a free ride and food.
It is currently hypothesized that vellum worms distinguish the welcome from the attackers through smell and taste. Parasites have all been found to have elevated amounts of a bile-like brillo waste inside them.
Oh, that's a good way to figure it out.
This mother brillo also has to worry about creatures browsing her lovely plants.
Yeah.
Herbivorous fish attempt frequent raids on the leafy goods. This one is alone and quite oblivious.
You fool.
The vellum worm packs a powerful punch for larger animals.
Get him, Vellum.
A neurotoxic
Ooh.
barb is shot into the fish's heart. It can only manage a faint muscle spasm before the venom completes its work.
Bamboozled.
The brillo whale strategy is called a symbiotic garden. It is an intentionally cultivated arrangement and a precarious balance of mutual reliance. When successfully maintained, the host becomes a morass of life. It is usually defended from attack. It can sometimes acquire energy in novel ways, and occasionally it is able to invade new niche ecosystems.
Oh, so there's a lot going on this whale.
The universal downside experienced by all brillos is that more complexity creates more points Brillow's life is dominated by the struggle to groom a semblance of order into increasingly overgrown flanks.
Yeah, that's a lot to pay attention to and deal with.
To a simple calf, these adult problems have yet to enter his mind.
Don't grow up too fast, little one. It's not fun, I know from experience.
Today he has found his mother's leaves serve as fun streamers to play with.
Aw.
She finally scolds him.
Aw.
She is too unwell to tolerate any more roughhousing.
Oh.
He doesn't quite understand, but he has other diversions. Primarily drinking more of her milk. Given the complexity of Brillo anatomy, even small health problems can swiftly spiral out of control.
Uh-oh.
This female experienced complications while giving birth. There is the potential for the situation to worsen.
Is it?
A thorned branch has become ingrown, puncturing through both the layer of protective outer muscle and the cuticle barrier.
Oh no.
This had begun prior to calving, but her contractions to extend the womb also caused the plant shard to stab deeper.
Oh shoot.
The spikes are now in contact with her intestines. Fortunately, there is no puncture yet.
Yet.
The site is inflamed and white blood cells flood the area. The immune system unmistakably identifies this as an injury. We can witness her stiff reluctance to move and read a jolt in brain activity when she's jostled. It must be greatly painful. The greatest danger right now is a tear of the intestines, which would certainly be fatal. There is reason to hope. Our scans also reveal that she has recovered from a similar injury in the past. Perhaps Brillos regularly endure such ghastly wounds.
That's no fun.
Perhaps it was the safety of the Brillo herd which afforded her enough time to convalesce. Certainly her odds of survival will be boosted greatly if she is able to make the long swim back.
But it hurts to move. Can she even make it?
For now, she is still well enough to care for her newborn, though doing so must be exhausting.
Those damn kids. Oh, but he's so cute, though. Look at that face.
Judging by several physical indicators, this is most likely her first calf. Those Brillos who manage their gardens well can be extremely long-lived. Females can give birth as many as 8 times.
8 times?
If the calf survives, one day he too might also cast his genes forward, his own minute fingerprint on the future's shape. Regardless of whatever metric of success we observers of an outside species might apply, his life will be led by the means it was forged, in the crucible of natural selection.
Natural selection. Charles Darwin back again. Oh.
But for now, a rare moment of shelter.
This is why I can't watch documentaries. I get way too attached. I'm in love with this calf, and the second something happens, I'm gonna lose it. Introduce an eel and just make me cry a little more. Departing. Oh no.
This is a simplified map of the local ocean topography. The deep blue represents a fault line, the planetary scar where 2 tectonic plates meet. As with Earth, this land is a moving crust atop a globe of molten metal.
Oh, dang.
The planet-shaping force of subduction pushed ground up above the sea.
Chartreuse
Creating
Archipelago.
what is now named the Chartreuse Archipelago.
Pelago, sorry.
The island chain runs for about 870 kilometers, drawing a ragged line away from the continent.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So we're right
These
there.
names were given by an early survey team assessing the grounds for a harbour or research outpost. The
Where's
body
our-
of water created between the Scrimshaw Islands
Where's our whales?
is known as the Thalo Bay.
Halo Bay.
The large inlet is exactly what a Brillo whale breeding ground requires.
Give me the deets.
Regarding Brillo calving, the most important feature of the bay is the chemical composition and concentration of fungal spores. For now, we will limit our discussion to the choreography of the breeding ground. 3 separate herds converged this year to give birth simultaneously. The dots estimate their prior positions.
Ooh.
Not all Brillos make this trek every year, but many more whales assist besides parents. Pregnant whales move into the centre, where they maintain as much distance from one another as possible. Perhaps due to the unpredictable anatomy of their fellow brillos, or a vulnerability in the skin of the newborns, calves are kept segregated from all others for the first months of their life. The remaining herd forms a blockade at the mouth of the bay, while the pregnant whales deliver.
Aww, taking care of each other.
As weeks pass, hunger and distraction start to erode focus on this task. The amount of time that the herd can wait is finite. When the time comes, all leave together at once, moving with the safety of numbers. Their destination will be one of several coral reefs. Those unable to move on time must be abandoned.
Aww, but understandable. Is the cycle of life.
The healthy cannot hazard everyone's odds of survival for the sake of a few infirm. Our mother, wounded as she is one of several this year who befell this fate.
Ah, that's why. I was about to ask why was she left behind, but it makes sense.
Outside of that season, the whales live elsewhere. Usually they are found at coral reefs and areas more productive with food. Brillos require a very high-calorie diet.
With all those stowaways, I bet.
We now find our whales here, at the border to the Great Vathis Ocean.
We're trying to find the herd?
It is a bright day in early autumn. An unseasonable cold front chills the air.
Oh, look at all that.
Below the surface, we find our mother, bracing for the journey.
Gotta prepare ourselves, it's gonna hurt.
Judging by her mobility, her health has much improved. The delay is likely not related to her recovering wounds.
Oh, okay, that's good at least. Is it because of baby?
The distance between the Tharlo Bay and the southern reef is inhabited by many large predators.
Oh no.
Many brillo calves are taken in these waters.
Not the baby!
Her loud songs are searching for another brillo's response. She has been making these calls since before dawn. She does not want to make this journey alone.
We could find a carpool, that would be great. Little one!
The calf returns with a fresh lungful of oxygen.
Happy baby. Aww.
And quickly retreats back to the bramble under his mother.
Be safe, be safe.
For once, he does not need to be told to stay close.
Smart boy, smart baby boy.
Undoubtedly, he can also read the change in his mother's behavior. And the unfamiliar place ahead is deeper and colder.
Well, it's gotta be nerve-wracking for a little one.
Faintly at first, a new sound reaches them.
Oh?
His mother startles. They both listen. It's another whale.
Friend? Or foe?
A brillo whale.
Oh!
It's getting nearer.
Friend!
Our mother booms a reply back. The calf's curious nature starts to show itself again. He has yet to meet a brillo besides his mother.
Hopefully you'll get to meet more at the herd. I hope we make it there.
There. He spots something.
Who's that?
A large body begins to emerge from the hazy distance.
Brillo? He's squinting!
It continues to approach, but the calf still can't quite understand what he's looking at.
You're so freaking cute.
The calf's curiosity morphs into discomfort the closer it gets.
Uh-oh.
Discomfort turns into outright alarm.
What's going on?
He pleads to his mother in distress. She rebukes him in reply as if to say, "Don't be rude to the new neighbors."
He's pouting.
One cannot blame him for his confusion.
Oh my god!
This brillo whale's appearance was shaped to be deceptive.
Oh, that's why he was freaked out. Look at that!
It is a beautiful and ghastly example of mimicry. The way the jaws gently undulate is startlingly believable. The grim exterior is the work of an important symbiotic partner.
That little thing? That's a tiny thing!
Weaverlobe.
Weaverlobe.
These prodigious builders turn their colonies into terrifying scarecrows by spinning and sculpting ossamer.
Give me the deets, this is very interesting.
Osoma is a long-chain polymer found in great abundance here. It is totally novel to our researchers. When soft, it is similar in texture to a neoprene diving suit. Through a curing process, it can be hardened to various levels.
Oh!
In its stiffest state, it resembles the chitin shell of a beetle. A second documentary team is currently compiling all of the latest discoveries.
Give it to me. Building bugs.
This multi-part series will focus exclusively on the insect world, which sees far more divergent evolution from Earth species than vertebrates. The title refers both to insects that build habitats and the evolutionary forces which likely constructed such insects.
I want to see that documentary too. Can we get it, Debs?
Until then, we hope our simple introduction to this material suffices.
It does, you got me hooked. Look at you, I like you, you're cool.
Water is channeled through the layered construction, swelling and emptying various pockets, creating animal-like locomotion. Our resident Weaverlobe expert insists that the beastly facade before us here should have taken many decades to complete.
Oh dang.
It also seems unlikely that it was built from scratch on the whale's back. Perhaps if Weaverlobes are able to relocate such structures, an established colony was simply carried on to the Brillow's back.
I can see that.
Such a fearsome appearance does much to ward off predators. The reversed head may also help to confuse prey.
Good.
We do not know why she was left behind, but this Brillo is a valuable addition to the ocean crossing.
Welcome to the team. It really is like they said, all of the Brillos can be so different. Oh! Little one!
She too is a mother, looking to deliver her child to safety. It seems that all Brillo calves are quite shy around new acquaintances.
Aww. Peekaboo.
Our calf growls to himself.
What are you growling?
Scoldings are unlikely to budge his unwelcoming attitude, nor will the surprise of additional friends. The calf was so distracted by what was in front of him
Oh?
that he failed to notice what was swimming up from behind.
Behind? Oh! Another one!
She's something like a faceless stone golem. The exterior is more bizarre than menacing. It might serve as some kind of armor, but our crew is at a loss to describe it on first sight.
It looks like it has a tree on the top. Are those roots?
Like our Brillo mother, this whale may also have some kind of internal injury. She is only able to produce short, abrupt honks instead of complex songs.
Uh-oh. Another one!
She is also a mother. Regardless of what benefit her exterior provides, her presence alone will help contribute to a safe crossing.
We got 3 mamas. Much better than just one.
Flanked by these strangers, our calf seems very disturbed. New experiences may be uncomfortable now, but they will lead him to understand the Brillo way.
The Brillo way. Oh!
His mother jolts him forward with a shove of her branches. It is unlikely that more companions will show up, and there is no time left to delay.
Yeah, we gotta get going.
All following her lead, the 6 whales head out into the ocean to find their lost herd.
We gotta find our way back.
The pod is now 57 kilometers from the Great Southern Reef.
That's still a long way to go, isn't it? I don't know kilometers. Whoa, look at that.
This is the final leg of their journey, and their path crosses over a wide abyssal trench.
Oh no, that's not good. Oh, look at the little protective circle they've done around the calves. I like that.
The parent whales set the pace at a rigorous 6 kilometers an hour. They swim in a typical defensive formation, though with only 3 adults, it is not possible to fully encircle the youths.
At least they can a little bit.
The trek has been arduous for our little calf, but he has endured it with admirable stoicism.
Strong boy. Brave boy.
Slowing down is not an option. He is able to sense this himself.
Got a long way to go, I assume. Oh!
Something large has been following the whales.
Uh-oh.
It first appeared in the early afternoon and has maintained the same steady distance ever since.
Stay away.
Hours passed and the mysterious animal failed to approach or make any concerning moves. The calf's fear of the unknown was slowly overtaken again by interest in his new Brillo companions. The stony-skinned mother whale and her calf now swim to his left flank. This calf was whining earlier, but seems to have calmed.
That's good.
The stony mother's outer surface has slowly morphed shape throughout the day, greatly reducing in size.
That's weird.
It is as if the exterior nodules are deflating. What mechanism triggers this change or how they shrink, we do not know.
Wonder.
Overall, she is slightly more streamlined in form than earlier. Perhaps she can intentionally contract her shell for extra mobility.
That would be helpful, yes. What about the other one?
Our calf doesn't know what to make of her either.
He's confused.
Below him swim the mimic mother whale and her calf. Along with one of our semi-autonomous light drones.
Light drones?
Since the autonomous side of this semi-autonomous drone has chosen to enter frame and spoil the shot, this seems an appropriate moment to talk about some of the machines used in South Scrimshaw's production.
Dang animals spoiling the shots of our documentary.
Almost all of our remote-operated vehicles, ROVs, are surplus from the pacification war.
Oh, it's a drone? And also from a war? Oh, there's a cat under my desk. Hello.
When the self-appointed International Coalition declared Earth's intention to globally adopt the doctrine of resistance, they provoked the construction of a war drone fleet. An army of multi-purpose and single-purpose robots was fabricated in less than 5 days.
Oh, dang.
Due to the brevity of the conflict, limited mostly between Earth factions, and the eventual unconditional capitulation offered, almost none of these war machines saw deployment.
That's good at least.
Today, all can agree that avoiding a protracted land invasion or an apocalyptic scenario such as kinetic bombardment was a necessity.
Oh yeah.
Today, these robots represent progress and optimism instead of death and coercion. Their strike platforms decommissioned and AI reprogrammed, they are now tools of education and discovery.
Nice.
This declassified schematic illustrates just one of the wonderful drones at our disposal.
Ooh. Light diffusing outer shell. Click to page through slides. Ooh. Array of 500-watt lead chips. Engine. Drivet train. Drivetrain? Water intake. Impeller. Fixed diffuser vanes. Steering nozzle. Reverse deflector. Retro encabulator. Capacitive Duracant drivers. Horsefly weapon platform decommissioned. Reformulated amulite battery unit. Seawater cooling system ballast tank connection. Central AI control unit.
We thank the Kronos 7 leadership for their continued logistical support of our project.
Nice. Aw.
Swimming upside down is the most uncomfortable spot for a Brillo, and the mimic mother refused to take her turn until minutes ago.
She's like, Her
stubbornness may not be entirely unreasonable. While upside down, her disguise as a wide-jawed monster appears to fall apart. The illusion of a toothy beast is currently broken.
Oh no, because I was just thinking, like, what kind of animal would approach us when we have her? But if she doesn't look like the monster right now, that's not good for us.
Our calf gets a reassuring hum from his mother.
I hope. I don't feel very reassured. I'm nervous.
This always seems to quell his unease. He is safe within her nest of thorns. He must focus on swimming.
Fingers crossed. Fins crossed?
But it's hard to ignore that ominous thing in the distance.
Yeah, especially if it's been following us that long. What are you?
This is a penumbra shark.
Uh-oh.
It is the fastest marine animal on the planet.
Shark.
For the penumbra, 6 kilometers an hour is a leisurely pace. It could comfortably stalk the whales days on end.
Oh, no. It's Nemo all over again.
An apex hunter, patient with experience, it will preserve all possible energy for an opportune strike.
Oh, darn it. And there's only 6 of us, and 3 of us are babies.
Very much like a sailfish, penumbra sharks have a large dorsal fin along their back. This is kept retracted until the moment of attack.
Oh, God. So we need to watch for that. Oh, no!
Flicks of the tail, it vanishes from sight.
Oh, no.
Panic overtakes the whales and the defensive formation immediately breaks apart.
No, guys!
Our calf looks down. The mimic mother has abandoned her post.
No!
Nothing stands between our calf and the open abyss below.
Oh, gosh. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, God.
The fight or flight reaction is as intense as it is instantaneous. A full threat alarm floods from the hypothalamus, shooting through every nerve and chemical pathway. Adrenaline pumps into the blood. The perception of time dilates. Details of the world suddenly stand out with vivid intensity. Even in this low light, 2 rows of white teeth are searingly clear.
Oh, God.
The calf finds his own fins now move in slow motion too. Seawater suddenly feels solid, suspending him in place. Trapped in harm's way, he can only watch the events unfold.
Oh, no.
Until a tremble runs through the thorns surrounding him. The mother's branches are held under tension and can be released with the force of a catapult.
Get him.
She flexes. Cords snap. And in an instant, the calf is swaddled in protective barbs and makeshift spears.
Dang.
The shark senses the change and shifts the attack direction.
Oh, no.
To the stone mother's calf.
No.
Who is exposed and helpless.
No.
The calf momentarily loses consciousness, but the barbed vines around him act as a net. His mother whisks him away with her.
Oh, no.
As our calf comes to again, he finds an awful scent filling the water.
Blood?
He looks back to see what happened to his travel companion.
Oh, no.
The sight horrifies. It is the reality of predation from the perspective of the prey. Because of his mother, our calf is the survivor, and not the cautionary example for others to learn from.
Oh, poor little calf.
Less than 20 kilometers remain until the reef and the safety of their Brillo herd. The mimic mother races ahead, leaving the weaker whales to their fate.
Meanie. I get it,
Stone
but
mother
Meanie.
lags behind.
Oh, just lost her calf.
Her movements are confused. She is still in a state of shock over the death of her child.
What are you doing?
The calf struggles to follow. It is much harder to swim outside of a larger whale's slipstream. And his mother is falling far behind again.
Oh, no.
He races back to be by her side. The calf has been running ahead of her sight and then returning. The back and forth seem to coax his mother a little further each time.
She's not gonna make it, is she? Oh, gosh.
But now her strength has failed. She cannot even lift her fins in response.
Oh, no.
Her old wounds were opened by the physical exertion to save her child's life. She will not recover.
No.
He whistles the familiar call to play. There is no more response.
Oh, no.
She has finally slipped from consciousness. She cannot remain with her calf any longer.
Oh, no.
He continues to press for a reaction. Desperation compounds the grief. At this age, calves are completely dependent on a mother's milk and protection.
Oh, no.
With nowhere to go, the calf remains at her side. The research team witnesses the mother's final pulses of electrical activity fade and extinguish.
Oh, man.
There is a long pause. Two researchers start a heated discussion on the ethics of intervention. But before any consensus is reached,
Stone Mama?
the argument is interrupted by a low rumble over the hydrophone.
She come back? She's coming
The
back!
Stone Mother never left the area.
Oh!
She watches our calf from a distance. A new day begins to dawn over the coral reef. Brillo whales start to stir from slumber.
She came back!
Together, the Stone Mother and our calf have arrived safely.
Oh.
Though physically and emotionally depleted, neither has found any sleep. The calf gorges on milk, famished from the previous day's ordeal. This adoption in the wild may be extraordinary to witness happen, but acts of apparent generosity have not been an uncommon sight to anyone following this intensely social species.
Please be safe, Mama, too.
The Stone Mother's exterior appears to now be fully deflated. We can see a more familiar shape underneath.
Is that an eye?
It's the outline of a young female whale, quite small in size for an adult specimen.
Must be so young.
She has saved our calf from certain death. Perhaps our calf is helping her continue on too. The young whale finally slumbers. It is good that he takes the moment to recover while he can.
Especially after all that.
He will need the rest.
That's ominous.
In the morning, he will awaken to an overwhelming new world.
God damn it, I saw it coming a mile away and it still hurt. At least she went out protecting her calf. Chapter 4. Patterns.
The miracle of Brillos is not that other creatures can live inside the whales. This sort of arrangement is not uncommon. You, the viewing audience, have countless residents inside your own body.
I know, but I don't like to think about it. Give me the deets anyway.
An adult human is composed of approximately 30 trillion cells.
Oh, I got the chills.
An estimated additional 39 trillion microbial cells, bacteria, viruses and fungi live on and in the average person's body.
Ugh.
Medical science has long understood the importance of the microorganisms within us and the role they play in good health.
The mushrooms in my lungs.
Interplanetary travel has elevated this research to the forefront of medicine. Alien atmospheres are a soup of microorganisms that Earth-raised animals have never encountered before. To the globe-hopping human, the radical change of biome is first felt in the gut.
Oh?
Known as planetary dysbiosis, arrival sickness, or simply the drags. All off-world-born humans experience an immobilizing nausea soon after entering the new atmosphere.
Ugh, that's awful.
Even with the year-long acclimation program one undergoes in low orbit, the drags cannot be eliminated. Arrival procedure for all travellers includes a period of convalescence at Mercy Star Hospital. Dysbiosis symptoms last anywhere from 14 days to 6 weeks. The worst documented cases persisted for over a year and required intensive care.
Oh, goodness.
Pictured, limnologist and ranger first class Maria Ukichiro. Her 25-day recovery is documented as routine.
Oh. Only 25 days at
Message
least.
To Kronos Earth Branch cadets, RFC Ukichiro warns, the initial headaches are too intense to get up and go to the bathroom. In the beginning, you'll mostly suffer on a bedpan.
Oh.
When food isn't coming up or out, you're forcing down a prescribed diet heavy in probiotics. I do mean forcing. The doctors require you to eat certain amounts every day, no matter how nauseated it makes you.
Gotta do it.
Don't think that the kind nurses will let you skip meals either. Your spoon or their tube. Only thing you get to decide.
I'll take the spoon.
The cuisine here is dominated by fermented and preserved foods. You can blame the past shortage of home refrigeration, state of the grid, whatever. Point is, when you inevitably smell yogurt or sauerkraut later, you'll feel violently ill and want to die. Every off-worlder goes through that. You'll get over it.
Get over it.
See you soon, rookies.
The miracle of Brillo whales is their ability to pick and choose their occupants. Our whale will now begin this process of selection.
Oh, it's time?
Providing a backdrop for the next chapter is another amazing marine animal whose colourful anatomy can construct whole ecosystems. Our Earth audience will find it a familiar species. It is the reef-building coral.
Oh. Hello there.
A bikini fish gently picks her way along a mountainous path of calcium carbonate exoskeletons. It's her daily prowl for food, and something tasty has her attention.
Oh.
Plump, bite-sized greebles are entrenched in the nooks below.
Greebles!
It'll take her quite a bit of work to pry them out.
That's the thing cats have when they stare at corners of walls and you don't know why. That's a greeble.
As the bikini calculates the best approach of attack, her preparations are interrupted. She joins the other fish fleeing for their lives.
Run! What is that?
A cast of the food chain steals the scene. It's a spotted barnacle claw.
Oh! Snatched.
One powerful yank extracts the entire colony hiding below.
Goodness gracious.
The host Brillo whale groans with dissatisfaction. This isn't a meal fit for a leviathan. They will continue browsing for something more substantial.
That's a lot of claws.
Our whale watches the drama unfold from a safe distance, somewhat perplexed.
He's like, what the hell?
In the 6 years since we last rejoined him, the Great Reef has not run short of new surprises.
It's been 6 years?
From near and far, one can hear the calls of unknown brillos bounding off these cavernous walls. At least he still has someone familiar to rely on.
Mama?
His adoptive mother is usually out of sight, but never too far away. She has changed quite a great deal since we last saw her.
I'll say, what's going on there?
Perhaps in response to the Penumbra shark attack, she has undergone a zealous application of eye spots to her figure.
Oh.
While not as outwardly apparent, our young whale's body has undergone an even more radical change.
He's got spots.
His skin layers and immune system have fully developed and are ready to host other species. This dermatological puberty is the crossroad. He must decide what sort of Brillo he will become.
What will you be, little one?
How does a young whale make such a crucial decision?
That's a toughie, because it's literally for the rest of your life, probably.
The
Ah!
choices are overwhelming, the combinations are infinite, and mistakes are fatal. One way to ensure future success is to replicate past success. Brillo youths find a welcoming adult and attempt to fashion themselves in their likeness.
Aww.
The older whale assists with offerings of seeds, eggs, larvae, and other materials needed to begin the garden.
I love these guys.
The younger whale remains close for the years after, learning new behavior from the adult.
Oh, it's like a mentor.
Every
Whoa.
option available to a young whale is desirable.
What is that?
This old-timer is welcoming, but our whale is visibly uncomfortable.
What is going on?
It isn't hard to imagine why. But on the other hand, another young Brillo might happily accept this body plan.
Yeah, maybe.
What shapes such individual preference? Realistically, there are far too many influences to chart, but from our limited data, there is one factor that stands out.
What is it? What is it?
We estimate that half of Brillos choose to replicate their own mothers.
Oh, that makes sense.
Our whale displays this preference towards his biological mother.
Ooh.
These ribbon plants are the same variety she once wore. Our calf returns here every day, but it is no use.
Aww.
This Brillo whale is deceased. Nothing but a cleaned skeleton remains beneath the foliage.
Gotten eaten by all the fishies. Give me the deets.
Almost nothing. Our optics technician noticed a strange blip while alternating camera modes. Zooming
Oh.
in
Enhance. What is that?
and switching to infrared, show an ordinary thermal image. As expected, the plants are close to the ambient ocean temperature. several seconds,
Oh,
intermittent blinking resumes.
what is that?
This is an older model IR strobe, typically worn attached to the helmet or vest for identification in emergency situations.
How did it get that?
Upon retrieving the device and referencing the serial number, we can confirm this deceased whale was the first Brillo ever encountered by humans.
Whoa.
The
How
story
oldie.
dates back to the early days of Outpost Zeta's construction. A fishing boat captain ignored an ominous weather forecast and went to sea collecting crab traps. Conditions deteriorated faster than his optimistic assumptions.
Maybe you should have listened.
The boat was smashed by a wave while returning to harbour. In the aftermath, 2 deckhands were found missing. Lodestar 1, a heavy aerial command ship able to withstand the violent winds, took off from Vajrapani Airport to begin the search. Scanning the roiling wave below, aided by GPS tracker and IR beacons, the 2 shipmates were located. They were together and clinging for their lives to some unidentified debris.
Was it the Brillo whale?
The airplane circled in the turbulent sky above, tracking the men until a rescue helicopter could arrive. After further storm-related delays, RRH-307 Kingfisher launched, flying low to keep beneath the still formidable clouds. The following are archive recordings from that day.
Oh.
307 Kingfisher.
Go.
307 Kingfisher. We've updated your arrival coordinates. Confirm you've received.
Solid copy, Lodestar. Received. Last briefing said our guys were hiding in a cave. Is there a PIW?
Negative. Survivors are inside some kind of raft. It's the raft that's now moving.
It is a Brillo.
Roger. Okay, got eyes on it now. Visual on the survivor, Captain.
Altitude. Altitude.
I see him. Gonna bring it close as I can. Our guy won't be swimming far with these waves.
Altitude. Altitude.
Copy that. Almost directly over him. Forward 15 feet. Hold. Holding. Rescue diver's checklist complete. Sending him down. He's in. Video link is live.
Heads up, Kingfisher. A couple big waves are headed your way. About 20 seconds.
Copy. I think he'll make it to the raft before the swell hits.
10 seconds.
Almost seems like the raft is moving towards him.
Oh, 'cause it's a whale. Brillo.
What the fuck?
I'd be scared too. Don't worry, it's a friend.
Kingfisher? What's your status, Kingfisher? Respond.
Friendly.
Yeah, everyone's all alive for now. If it was gonna eat him, it would have done it already, right? Let's get them in the chopper before we find out.
Smart pilot, smart.
There's another one.
He sounds freaked out.
Great. Lodestar, any thoughts?
Felix, I don't think there's any protocol for this in the handbook.
It's just making sure you're safe. Good Brillo. Friendly Brillo.
Steady for a moment. I think they're coming to us. Hey, can we keep him dead?
Can we keep him dead? Oh my goodness.
Want to see monster, then you'll have to keep him walking yourself. Oh, shut it. You think I'm not old enough to care for a pet?
Oh god, you guys.
Headed back down. Second rescue in progress.
307 Kingfisher. Lodestar is peeling off. Good work down there.
The Brillo helped.
Much obliged, Lodestar. We'll include you in the highlight reel.
Thanks. Hey, and CC that footage to the bio nerds too. I bet they flip.
Calling them nerds.
The bio-nerds, here referring to scientists of Station Zeta Laboratories, soon received copies of this material.
Did they indeed flip?
They did indeed flip.
Oh my god.
While it is interesting that the garden can partially survive on, none of it can be transferred without the living adult to help.
Oh, so he can't be like that. Unless he finds another one. Oh. Oh, Bubba's.
Our whale must find comfort in the familiar scent and touch. However, time spent on what he cannot have is time wasted. Waiting too long to start a garden could bring other health complications. search for another plant-based Brillo.
I hope he can find one.
For reasons unknown, such Brillos are conspicuously absent this season. It seems as if anything resembling his mother has migrated elsewhere.
Dang it!
One single exception is discovered.
Oh? Whoa!
And he is a spectacular example of aquatic foliage. The shaggy coat is as full and beautiful as the late mother's. But not all Brillos are welcoming.
Oh no, come on, man!
Day after
Oh shoot, my bad. Pressed the wrong button. Day after day, he tries to draw the adult into play, and day after day receives the cold shoulder. The adult flatly refuses to acknowledge his existence.
This male has tunnel vision on the single purpose of mating. Babysitting is not on the agenda.
Come on, man, please, pretty please.
We watch an attempt to woo a female fail pitifully.
Ha, nerd.
She is clearly put off by his little sidekick,
Oh no, come on, he's not a sidekick.
tugging roughly on his leaves.
Oh.
Days of pent-up agitation are suddenly unloaded. Our whale is chased off at the point of a skewer.
Come on.
It may feel like a painful sacrifice, but a plant body is not an option. There's a dizzying amount of other choices remaining, and one of them will have to do.
Oh, but that sucks though. He just wanted to be like his mama. What the heck?
Another morning dawns. The nocturnal animals have returned to slumber, and the frantic energy of diurnal animals resumes. For our researchers, every day following the whale is a journey into an uncharted wilderness.
Whoa.
Only a small fraction of the species here have been recorded.
My goodness.
There is so much inexplicable behavior to document.
Oh, it's an octopus. Eel! Eel!
Discoveries have centered on the varieties of coral present. The reef itself is now understood to be a multi-layered structure.
That's my boy! I love eels. Fringing reef.
The Great Southern Reef is a fringing reef. The inhabitants can be categorized into 3 zones based on depth. The unique character of the Southern Reef is owed to the spire coral, which lives across all 3 of these zones.
Ooh, it's migrating. Oh! Oh,
Spire
dang!
coral can survive at the lowest depths, where it faces little competition.
It's like a Christmas tree. Whoa! Big boy.
Once fixed to solid ground, spire coral stack atop one another, upwards towards the sunlight that will fuel more productive respiration. Shallow water corals soon find these raised platform and perch themselves upon it. This is not a cooperative relationship. The spire coral is eventually smothered and dies.
Oh.
Under accumulated weight, the structural integrity is lost,
Oh my.
and the spire shatters. Collapse back down to lower depths.
It starts again.
Living spire coral can again re-emerge, and the cycle repeats unendingly.
Circle of life.
This constant tossing and turning creates a porous and dynamic landscape, veined with small tunnels and dotted with caves.
Ooh.
Thousands of small animals make this subterranean environment their niche. For example, saltwater tadpoles spend their early life stages hidden underground,
Oh,
until
hello.
they can emerge above as a fearsome predator,
Get him. Oh, hello.
relative to their size, that is.
He's like, ah, shit. Eel! Eel! Sorry. I forgot.
Progress and knowledge march forward through tireless work, but we often share in our young whale's bewilderment.
Yeah, this is all new for them. Whoa!
Who is this?
Who are you?
What is on his head? What is going on?
That's a good question at any time.
We do not know.
That's a good answer at any time. Oh,
Our whale runs away, and we simply follow.
aw.
One afternoon, it seems our young whale's persistent searching has been rewarded.
Oh, what'd you find?
A loud song heralds him from the distance.
Oh?
Brillo hunting party returns. Their high spirits means that all had a good kill. The group's leader is calling to our whale.
Oh, why? Oh,
A
baby.
leaf remains in place but allows the adult to approach. These whales are sophisticated pack hunters.
They have a bunch of shark buddies.
The chowper, a stupid but friendly shark,
Stupid!
simply accepts the brillos as their own.
Aw, we've got himbo sharks.
Compared to the painful transmogrification other brillos endure, this silky costume is minimally invasive and provides maximum returns. And it's a plant.
A plant!
This successful symbiosis strategy is limited only by the pack's willingness to share it with others. An open invitation from the leader is a golden opportunity.
Oh, they're offering it to us.
Something isn't right.
Oh?
Our whale is fixated on the chowper.
Don't do it. Oh no, baby.
It is a tragedy that our whale seems unable to tolerate sharks of any kind.
Oh,
He flees.
oh, that sucks. Would have been a good one. But I understand why.
Over the weeks, we observe our subject whale becoming increasingly distressed. It is critical he suppress unpleasant feelings and adopt a symbiosis plan. A brillo whale cannot survive unplanted.
Come on, buddy, you gotta find one.
He can perceive himself failing to integrate, of course, but the building internal agitation is not a force that will help him adapt better. Autumn draws to a close. Several new varieties of brillo begin to arrive from colder latitudes.
Oh?
These are mostly hunter archetypes who can live a life less dependent on the reef's concentrated bounty.
Are one of them what we are looking for? Whoa!
A camouflaged whale waits for prey to swim near.
Camouflaged.
Active camouflage or adaptive camouflage refers to skin coloration that can rapidly shift to match a changing environment. These octopus have linked their tentacle nerve endings together,
Oh.
allowing them to network visual information between all bodies. Colour change is omnidirectional, instant, and accurate. The swiftness and precision of these changes exceeds any Earth octopus ability. They are not the only example of animals here possessing very advanced skin chromatophores. Researchers hope to understand why they have evolved in more sophisticated fashion than their Earth counterparts.
Deets.
While this documentary is restricted to its limited mandate, we believe in good faith that the following question is unavoidable and must now be answered.
Answer it. What question?
Why would a species on another planet have an Earth counterpart?
That is a good question.
Convergent evolution was the obvious first hypothesis. This is the phenomenon where different species can evolve similar features when faced with the same evolutionary pressure. For example, we can find similarities in the wings of unrelated flying vertebrates. Similar problems craft similar solutions. While this obviously still holds true, it is not the answer to our question.
What's the answer?
This lizard looks like an Earth chameleon.
But it's not. Oh,
This whale looks like an Earth whale
it does.
because they share a recent common ancestor with Earth animals.
Oh?
The true answer is directed panspermia.
What does that mean?
It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it, so Aristotle advised us. In that high-minded spirit, we can look back at Francis Crick as one of biology's fearless thinkers. He is best known for his work with James Watson, uncovering the structure of DNA more than a century ago. This earned them and Maurice Wilkins the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1962.
Good for them.
He was also uncomfortably acknowledged by 20th century colleagues as a proponent of directed panspermia, that a deliberate extraterrestrial origin to life on Earth should be taken into serious consideration.
Oh.
While Crick's hypothesis fails to match our current best understanding,
He still started it?
his unorthodox thinking landed him closer to the truth than any of his contemporaries could have believed.
Unorthodox thinking. I'm going further and further down a rabbit hole.
Do you think we were lucky to have solved it? Or was it real brainwork on our part?
Well, I guess we were certainly lucky, and of course you give the impression, Jim, we didn't really do too much thinking. But we were lucky, I think, for two reasons. We were thinking about the problem at the right time, and then the two of us by collaborating, when one of us got on the wrong track, the other one could get us out of it. When if I thought there were three chains at one stage, you were sure there were two. If you thought that the phosphates had to be in the middle, then I would be the devil's advocates and say put them on the outside. And I think this is very important in solving structures of this kind, because the difficulty is that you've got to give several logical steps, one after the other. If you go wrong, one person gets too fond of their own ideas. I think another thing which helped us in our collaboration was we weren't at least afraid of being very candid to each other, to the point of being rude. And if you don't have constant interchange and chatting together and saying what you think of the other people's ideas to their face, I don't think you can solve problems of this kind.
Interesting. That is a good point. It's kind of like how science is now. Like, the best studies are peer-reviewed, right? You gotta have somebody look at your work so you don't just think that you're right because it's your idea. Click to return. Oh, click. Oh, we're back to this. We return from our rabbit hole. Earth?
Life on Earth originated on Earth. Abiogenesis took place in deep-sea hydrothermal vents approximately 3.7 billion years ago.
Oh yeah, that hot chemical soup. I remember Bill Wirtz.
Recent history has revealed that 3 other planets also sustain life.
Oh, and they look like Earth too. Earth 2!
Mars and Earth 2 are affectionately referred to as sister planets of Earth due to their similarities, but it may be more accurate to call them Earth children. They were barren until intentionally planted from Earth's highly evolved genetic stock.
So did we do it?
Isolated across light years of space, the forces of evolution then wrought divergent results.
Oh dang.
Along a different but always familiar timeline, all 3 bloomed into wonderful new cradles of complex life. This brief summary does not do justice to the incomprehensibly convoluted and ongoing work of planetary curation.
I bet not.
But suffice to say, even the professionals struggle to grasp a simplified understanding.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a lot going on there. Whoa, hello. That's bright. Okay, we're back. A camouflaged whale waits for prey to swim near.
This kind of strategy requires a good deal of patience.
It's a virtue, after all.
Our whale, sensing the hunter, swims wide. The camo whale politely hails him. Other Brillo whales aren't the target of his trap.
Good, good, good.
Our whale replies with mistrust and leaves.
Come on, little one, you gotta find somebody.
Something is wrong.
What's the matter?
Our whale's once irrepressible curiosity has grown increasingly muted.
Oh, buddy.
Even wonders like bioluminescence provokes no reaction.
Buddy.
These lamplighter fish are practicing their jousting in preparation for the annual mating competition. The event is soon. It's only a one-night affair, and they will all die immediately afterwards.
Jesus Christ.
We think it would be quite the enriching spectacle.
But he doesn't care?
But the fish seem to be of no interest.
Buddy.
Our research objectives all involve how a planted Brillo changes gene expression throughout its life. An unplanted whale is no use to us.
Oh, he needs to plant soon.
There is a fear that our biometric implants have been invested on a losing whale.
Oh, well that's still important to research a little bit, right? He's been through so much.
When a gene pool is too small, there is no way for a population to discard deleterious mutations. Without sexual recombination, offspring will have at least as much mutation as their parents. The errors simply accumulate.
Ah.
Muller's ratchet describes a process of irreversible decline, where each generation is one notch less fit than before.
Uh-oh.
Can all the higher intelligence or wisdom of the universe provide salvation if one's very genetic code is winding down to destruction?
Probably not.
The Kronos Project is a late-hour rewrite of a complex genome. It is an attempt to engineer a viable escape from an extinction vortex. Humans, still a robust and healthy animal, are conscripted to provide a variety of labour which our forebearers have grown too enfeebled and small in number to handle themselves. Of course, we do not do this work without our own motivations. The fruits of this labour could change how we understand illness and ageing.
Ah.
But that final objective, to fundamentally decouple our fate from natural machinations and assert the reins of technology, is still widely contested. In contrast to other human enclaves, the Constitution of Aria proudly allows this debate to take place in open forums.
Oh. We could see it for ourselves.
But before we can discuss contingency plans, our Brillo finally begins to break bad habits.
Oh? Oh!
This unknown youth has snagged a lamplighter and presents it now to our whale. Perhaps he was enthused to share his catch and our whale happened to be closest.
Aww.
Brillo interactions can be opaque, but these two have clearly hit it off. For once, our whale does not withdraw.
Yay!
He is proactively engaging instead of passively responding.
Oh, good.
It's a much welcome scene, but it begs the question, what changed? What external factors could have contributed to a more outgoing posture?
Yeah, what happened?
Did our cameras miss a life-changing event? Does this stranger seem less threatening than all the others?
Maybe is it the whale from the other mama that abandoned us in our time of need?
It is true that our whale, having been born outside the herd, has consistently lacked peer contact his own age. Young Brillos cannot transmit garden organisms between each other, so the interaction here probably feels less fraught.
Yeah, there's less pressure. Oh, hello.
With an adult who could permanently dose him with life-altering symbiosis. We hypothesize that juvenile Brillo association is a necessary prior step to adult interaction.
Oh, so now that he's interacting with someone his own age, he might feel a little more comfortable.
Regardless of how correct this assertion is, it successfully buys our study additional time.
Yay!
The two whales spend the rest of the day playing and are still chasing fish together when we leave them.
Aww. He's got a friend.
Night falls.
Uh-oh.
But our whale is not asleep. GPS coordinates show he's swimming somewhere.
Where's he going?
As his aberrant behavior is still under scrutiny, the team moves to investigate. A spotlight is aimed overboard. We discover more than just our whale. He is traveling with a pod of other youths. They all sing with curiosity at the sudden lights shining from above.
Sorry guys, we're just stalking you, you know, have been for like 6 years now.
We cut the power to avoid further disturbance. It's soon clear where the Brillos are headed.
Where are they going?
The first glimmers of action appear in the near distance.
Oh, is it the jousting?
The night of the lamplighter fish has begun.
Oh!
The ocean starts to flash brilliantly as males battle for the attention of females. The weak are pierced open, spilling bioluminescence into the water. They shine with complete indifference to predators attacking. Known as predator satiation, there are simply too many to all be eaten.
They don't care. They're jousting. Look at it.
His belly full of glowing fish bits, our whale watches the show reach its climax.
Beautiful.
It seems like he'll be up all night with the others.
He found friends.
Confident in his safety, we recall our camera drones to finish their scheduled recharge.
Did that help him make a decision? Whoa.
By blocking wave activity, the barrier reef creates a wide lagoon behind it. The placid water stretches for several kilometers before being overtaken by a mangrove forest. Parts are so shallow that they become exposed to air at low tide.
Dang. Whale!
At high tide, other areas are deep enough for a troublesome young whale to get lost in.
What are you doing?
His friends weren't adventurous enough to follow him today.
Whoa.
And for good reason, as our whale realizes once the water level starts to drop again.
Oh, come on, buddy.
There's no time to play with the locals. The outgoing seawater feeds to several deep channels. Whisked through the trenches, our whale rides the rip current to safety, with no control over where it's taking him.
Uh-oh.
After a lengthy ride...
Hello!
he spat out far from where he began.
Uh-oh.
This is the end of the Great Reef. It's exposed and dangerous territory, but our whale can't help himself from having a look around.
At least he's being adventurous. I just hope it doesn't end badly again.
There's a sudden realization that he's being watched.
Uh-oh.
Something is stirring within the cave behind him.
No. No.
It's another Brillo whale.
Oh, okay.
Our whale approaches, but there is no friendly greeting. This isolated loner is an exile from the herd.
Oh, why?
Banishment is reserved for excessive violence against fellow Brillos. Most likely it was a mating joust that escalated to fatal combat.
Oh.
A deteriorated mental state from years of isolation is what has made him truly dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Our Brillo can understand that a noiseless approach signals an attack. He whistles another greeting. It's met with an oppressive silence.
Uh-oh. I like
The crown
that.
of a shark's jaw attests to this whale's staggering strength. But his secret weapon lies inside the crow's nest atop his hardened armor.
What is that? Oh!
The Vorpix octopus wakes when it senses a kill is imminent. He serves the role of a hunting partner who swims in advance.
Oh, baby whale, go away!
Usually it latches over the eyes of prey and attacks with its serrated beak. But when prey is so pitifully weak, he prefers to spectate. Our whale is far from being scared. He's experiencing a whole other emotion.
Aw?
He knows.
He knows? Oh?
This was unexpected.
The whale's like, what the?
Abandoning caution, the calf sings and plays like he's found a new friend.
Oh, he found it! He found it!
He goes in for a nuzzle and the harsh exterior cracks. How long has it been since the old-timer experienced any warmth of companionship?
Aww.
Maybe having a little apprentice killer won't be so bad.
Okay, well maybe not killer.
He grunts, struggling to remember a song that isn't also a threat. This isn't the scene of bloodshed that the octopus wanted.
Tinty's like, dang it. Whatever.
It seems he's witnessed this cycle once before, as he knows what must be done.
Oh, once before, huh?
This animal is negligibly senescent, meaning it expresses no evidence of biological aging.
Oh, like a lobster?
It's one of the only long-lived cephalopods that has not been culled. Our researchers suspect this octopus to be at least 4 centuries old, and cephalopods who survive so long possess a devious intelligence.
Dang. Maybe the reason that he likes him so much is because of the whale, or the shark jaw, considering what happened when he was a baby. Well, he's still a baby.
The Vorpix presents our whale with a living piece of the armor plating.
Oh.
A quick feel for the soft spot.
Be careful. Be gentle. Gentle. Oh, gosh.
The deed is done.
It begins.
When the young whale wakes up, the implant will already have sprouted roots to hold firmly fixed in his skin. With this major milestone now documented, the mobile lab departs and will not rejoin the whale again until his adulthood. Implants will continue to transmit information about his physical development for a 20-year remote observation period.
Dang. We're gonna be gone for so
This
long.
also ends the documentary team's access to the whale and concludes the first phase of our project. For us, raw data is far less compelling than first-hand observation of his body being reconstructed. 20 years is a long time for impatient humans to wait. When we do meet our whale again, it is hard to guess now what we might find.
We can only think and wonder.
All the changes he experiences over 2 decades will be witnessed in a single moment. It should be nothing short of a complete metamorphosis.
I'm excited to see. Do we get to see? Oh!
This concludes South Scrimshaw Part 1. Please keep designated channels open for the transmission of Part 2.
Dang it. No part 2? Whoa! Dang! That was so good! That was amazing! That was so good! I love that! I am such a huge fan of the ocean. I love it so much. That's why I even have a nudibranch tattoo. And to have this whole documentary that is not even like... It is about ocean animals, but it's about ocean animals on an alien planet. It's so cool. It was so beautiful and so informative in its own way with all its own lore. And so emotional at the same time. It was so good. I loved it. It was amazing. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Michael Plays, for the recommendation. This is definitely going to be a little different from things I normally play, because it was a lot of me listening and reacting more than me talking and playing, but I still had a fun time, and I hope you guys did too. Make sure to check this out on Steam for yourself, download them, review it, show them that you love it, because this is so good. I loved it so much, and I can't wait to see more. I want to see what our little whale will look like after he's gone through his 20-year metamorphosis, but that'll have to wait for next time. Until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourselves, look at the ocean in awe, and have a good day.